Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, we got switched over to being a relief pitcher, which is not what I want to be doing, but I don't have a heck of a lot of say in the matter, so we're just gonna have to live with it and put in our dues. So let's get to it.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
So this will be probably the final category of stuff we can do outside of the training exercises. So that's what that is. All right, time to close things out.
Bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
18, Jason Parham.
We didn't do too badly as a reliever last time out, all things considered, but I would be happy to get back to being a starting pitcher again.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Roger Bell. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Hey, let's go, big fella. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. In there, strike one. Here we go. Now the 0-1. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Come on now, kid.
It's going to sound funny, but the other thing I don't like about playing a reliever is that you actually play less for having played more games. Like, say, you can, in a starting a pitcher appearance, not uncommon to pitch 5 or 6 innings for each appearance you make. And for a reliever, you might pitch 1 inning. You might, like you saw with Erie last video, you might only pitch for a third of an inning, so-called, but still give up like 5 hits and such.
Certainly some room for improvement there.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Stallings. And the throw.
Oh, I got him. And yes, please do take a seat. Get comfortable.
Easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Standing in now, Jose Vasquez.
Jose Vasquez.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
I guess what I'm trying to say with regard to playtime is just it takes longer to play each appearance, and like you have to play more games so you actually get through the season slower than you would if you're just playing 5 or 6 innings in a single game and then you get to skip 4 games. All right, let's see what you got.
Now the
Go ahead and go away. I'm going to try to keep it low, but
finds the zone, strike 1.
don't know how well that's going to work.
All right, come on now, one time, let it fly.
In the air, out to right. Hampton is going to get there.
And that should be game.
That's the ball game.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Altoona jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tyler Glasnow takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Christian Ramos takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. Jason Parham wraps it up for the save, his 4th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Curve, 3 runs on 7.
That's not too bad.
No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Sea Dogs, 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 men on base.
See what the training facility has for us. Bump our home runs per 9 up. Bump our durability up. Ability, stamina, fielding reaction. Getting close to that control cap for the 2-seamer. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I heard it from a couple different people at this point, but yeah, apparently I'm kind of stuck with my pitch selections until and unless I make it to the majors. So, yeah, people are going to get real used to this 2-seamer, this circle change, and the 12-6. But gonna go ahead. Get this cap up on my 2-seamer. As I said before,
Trial move. This prospect is being returned to his original role.
Thank God.
It's welcome news.
Alright, time to get back to the normal swing of things. So I guess this episode will be a little bit longer than normal, but, you know, that's just the way it's gonna be because I couldn't control them putting me into that relief appearance spot, so, yeah. Bonus for you guys, I guess.
Coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Altoona Curve and the Bowie Baysox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tanner Scott, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Floyd Abraham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
All right, nobody got on, nobody got in last inning, so we'll just have to
on the way.
Go about things we usually do.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the
easy out, easy life.
Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
You know, Matty, it's interesting. You take a look at the research packet handed out before today's game. And one thing I notice about this lineup is the fact that they're in the bottom third of grounding into double plays. Teams are aware of that type of stuff. Creating good at-bats, not giving that extra out to the defense is huge in creating an environment to be successful throughout the course of the full year.
I'm going to take a risk with this guy. See if he can come after that.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Crowd sassing the ump.
Come on, guys.
The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Yuck.
He's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some movement to it. 2 gone.
Have a seat. Take a drink. Get comfortable. Put your feet up. Watch some TV.
Stepping in, Robert Fukumori. As we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Robert Fukumori.
Hey, field plays at 1 here. Hey, 1 time, right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Let's go right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Ooh. Almost plunked him.
Hey, 2 down here.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count.
Came after that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Well, I think you're just about set up for Mr. Changeup. So, get it if you can. Ooh.
Ball 4 as he becomes their first
Blue.
game.
Please.
2 away.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
I wouldn't mind so much about having the call blown if I didn't also lose points for it.
0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220.
Like, how am I supposed to control the friggin' ump getting paid off by the other team? Oh, no.
Second pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
Nope. No way. Never happened.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it right here.
Fukumori.
Okay.
Second with 2 gone.
Fukumori and Sung.
The 0-2 once more. Had to sit back on the change.
Man, you are coming after. You're coming after everything today. All right, well.
Pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Ready with the 0-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't.
Nice.
Arms extended. A great pitch there in the inning.
Time for you to, well, I guess you can't get comfortable because you got to go out and field, but yeah, you know, have a seat.
So coming to the plate, Michael CASTO. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Michael CASTO.
Still nothing on the board.
First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And he pulls the string of the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Now here's the pitch.
Well,
and he got him.
Gotcha. Have a seat. Get comfortable. Take a load off.
For the away team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Fielding percentage is a bullshit stat. Just so you know.
50 coming into action in this one.
Just remember, guys, you can't make errors on the balls you can't reach. And that goes both ways.
Hard on the ground towards short. And that's the second out.
Not bad.
Next will be the designated hitter, Peter Hong. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Peter Hong.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Ooh. Where is this guy's zone?
The 1-0 delivery.
Haven't gone up too much.
And a fastball just.
No? Don't like that either, huh?
But you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Okay, well, I guess I'll come down with it.
Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Time for you to come after this one.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Bottom of the second here with no score.
How'd you miss that? That's like some Pulp Fiction stuff right there.
Circle change taken for a called strike 2.
All right. I'm a little dubious just because he hasn't been calling the low zone very well, but see what you can do for me.
Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Go ahead. Get comfortable. Have a seat.
We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Now batting, Will Eubanks. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play.
Eubanks.
Here we go, guys. Let's go. Stay hot right now. Stay hot.
And still no score. Darn.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left.
Oops.
Saunders on the move.
Heads up. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And that's the first out of the inning.
I guess that could have been worse than it was.
MacArthur, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Richard MacArthur.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, come on now. One
The
time.
windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
All right, come after this curveball.
Curveball
No?
time, not even close.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately, that one stayed inside.
Too high, ball 3. Floyd Abraham will be next.
All right, well. It's probably going to be up in the zone for a dinger, but
This misses for ball. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
yeah, not much I could have done there,
Now at the plate,
except
Floyd
make worse pitches and possibly get a hit on
was a
me.
ground
But
out victim last time.
I'd like to avoid that if at all possible.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Yuck.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Takes that one a little.
Yuck.
3 balls and a strike now.
Hey, one time, right now.
All right. That's where you want it. That's where I'll put it.
And he misses again.
Or not.
That's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
From
Got to get the rust out, man. I'm not used to pitching more than 1 inning in a game anymore.
Position this season. Rocha is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The 1-1. Now he reaches out and tries to dump this one out to left.
Oh, that's fair. Dang.
Throw won't get him. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able
I thought they got him at third, too.
to himself and come through in a big spot.
No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, let's roll 2 right here. Roll 2.
Well, and that's why
1 count. Here it comes.
walks are
Now an off-speed
no good.
Nearly ran in and got him.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out and drive it, kid.
Grounded to third. This could be 2.
Oh, get him. Get him. Yeah.
Play to get him out of the inning.
All right.
Horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this.
Yeah, it could have been worse, but
Digging in for his
still could have been a lot better.
Son. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And we're getting just stifled here, too.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Yeah, well, not if I keep walking 1 or 2 batters an inning.
And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Curveball stays a little high.
Yuck.
That curveball stays
Come on, Blue.
You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
Hey, no one down here.
The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Got that one. But you were early on it.
All right, one time, right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
The 2-2 one more time.
Yeah, I'm not confident about this one, but...
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
All right.
Now the payoff pitch home. Is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Ooh.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Michael.
That seat's not going to be so comfortable. Not after that one.
One out, nobody on. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Yeah. I don't know where this ump's zone is. I don't know what he's calling and where he's calling it.
Home. A ball and 2
Oh,
strikes now.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Sent on the ground out to second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Not bad.
Standing in, Fernando Ortega. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Fernando Ortega.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
3-0 to him now. 3-0 pitch.
Man, this ump is not...
It is taken strike.
I can't tell whose side he's on. So I guess if he's screwing our team and screwing their team, he must be pretty neutral.
2 out, nobody on. And he misses the circle change there, and it's 3-2.
All right.
Hey, just do it him. Give him yourself.
Drop 1. High and inside. Catch me if you can.
Hit in the air to center field.
Oh, yes, he definitely can.
After it, he's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and Bowie is out in front, 1-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Peter
Leading off
Hong.
for Bowie. Designated hitter, Peter Hong.
First pitch coming, here it is. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 home. Softly hit out to short, and 1 gone. Little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly.
Well, to be fair, their sole run wasn't the result of a bat. It was the result of me missing the zone a whole bunch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball hit high.
Oof.
Down the
grooved that one.
Strike one.
Here we go now. Let's go.
And a pitch in the dirt as he leads off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
No?
The 2-1.
Okay.
Line to the right side.
That's another hit for him.
Make him 1 for 2 now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in.
Yeah, I see you over there, buddy.
Hey, take a rip like you can. Here you go, baby.
First pitch on its way.
Slide step.
The throw down.
Ah! I couldn't have done that one any better.
Pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Eubanks, the runner at second with 1 away. Line toward the gap in left center, and he won't get his X down for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Dang.
Into the box, Floyd Abraham.
Now batting, second baseman.
He's set, and the pitch.
Abraham.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Here we go, guys. Let's do it.
The 1-0. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Johnson on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Jermaine Rocha. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
2 balls and a strike to count.
Guess he didn't like that call. And I can't really blame him.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left.
And
this will wind up a foul ball.
Come on, big guy. Heat up. Drive it right back up the box. Let's go.
all right, come and get me.
Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Full count, here it comes. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4.
Man, it's just walk city here.
Scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in score.
And that's my game.
Andrew Bergeron trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Do your best, buddy.
Always nice to get the first game
Yep.
of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Baysox led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Tanner Scott notches his 3rd win of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Well, I think that'll about do it for today. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.